So let's start the session. I want you to start with your daily routine as a warm up, and then we'll discuss about something else.
Yes, sure. I
You keep okay. Listen, you keep talking. I'll get my tripod to fix the mobile. Okay, keep talking.
okay.
I'm
I
listening.
wake up at 7 a.m. and then after I finished my lunch at then after I finished my breakfast at 9 a.m. 9 a.m. and then after I start my work at login. I log in at 10. After that, after after 2 hours, I I take my lunch at 12 o'clock. Then after in the evening at 4 o'clock, I take my snack and tea. And then after 8 o'clock, I log out from my work. And then after I had my dinner, I did my dinner. Then after I take my dinner at 9 p.m. After that, I go to sleep at 10 p.m.
10 p.m. Okay. So you said that you did your dinner. So I told you yesterday that we don't use past tense for daily habits.
Yes, I forget and then after I recall.
Yes. It's okay. I know you were able to correct your mistake. That's good. That's really nice. So how was your day today? Like, did you? Okay, so you worked. So like, when do you finish your work exactly?
At 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock, and after that you have your dinner. You sit with your family, and then you start this session, right?
Right.
That's nice. Okay. So today's topic is related to plastic surgery and something related to medical. So if you have any interest, we can. If you have any knowledge about that, we can talk about that. Otherwise,
I don't
we
have
can.
any knowledge, but if you have any something, so we can discuss.
Sure. Even I have
Apart
no idea about plastic surgery, so I cannot say much. So today I'm going to ask you. Yeah, I'm going to give you conditional questions. Okay. So conditional questions are basically the questions in which you have to imagine something hypothetically. So I'm going to give you a situation and then you have to speak on it. Okay. As per the question. So are you ready for it?
Yes, of course, I'm ready for it.
Okay. So now imagine yourself as the Prime Minister of India for a day.
Okay.
You have become the Prime Minister of India for a day, and now just tell me what all things would you like introduce to the world, and what all things will you like? What all bills will you pass in the Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha? What will you do basically? Like if you are Prime Minister for a day.
First of all, I would like to thank you for giving this opportunity to introduce I imagine myself as a PM of the country because it's very glad for me. So first of all, I start in the morning and I take the responsibility all that, and I will just collect the meeting, all the officers, all the bureaucrats for emergency meeting, and then I discussed and let their opinion. What is the challenges? What is the big issue? So we can focus on that also, and we will try to resolve that. And we need to check where we are standing in the entire in the world economy. So we will try to increase as well as also. And there are lots of the challenges we are facing, as you told me. So which bill you are going to pass it? So lots of the bill we have. First of all, in our education policy, we can pass the education bill because the education we can try to means fix the charges or means in the higher side. We can't collect the higher fees from the because some of the public school they are charging higher, and we can try to eliminate those and just give the best facility in the government school, or we can just give the concession for the children to educate them. So it will beneficial for definitely. So we will try to change this policy for the education policy.
Okay, so being a prime minister, you would firstly look after the educational policies of our country.
Yes, first of all, I will look the because it's the basic requirement. Because if we are not educated, so we don't know about what are our rights and what do we need to do after that. Because if you know how to tackle out of this situation, because someone is asking for you bribe or you are giving the bribe, or for your work you are doing something in the terms of money, in terms of anything. So it one types of bribe, but you are not aware how we can connect and whoever I will go and connect. So it will be very difficult.
Mhm.
So first of all, education policy, and second is the medical facilities. Because I think so we can arrange the policy of the all the Indian citizens, at least minimum requirement for the medical facilities. Because in the today's time, I can say in the pandemic situation, there are lots of the people, they don't have the earning, but if someone in their family was sick, so it will very challenging to arrange the cost for their kids or their families or their mother fathers. So we can also just try to means achieve or give some concession to, or we will take indirectly policy from the Indian citizens. Or
Mhm.
one more thing, for the accidental, because I can in the last few months I just refer one data in our India, because there are lots of the accident death in our country. So the if someone has earning person in the particular house or particular home, and suddenly the person who is the earning person and he is passed away, so the entire family will suffer. So if as a because we are taking the insurance policy for the particular vehicle, so we can increase the amount, because it hardly 1 lakh, 2 lakh, or 10 lakh, but 1 2 lakh it is not sufficient. If their kid are 1 or 2 year old, so how the wife is managed? In the government server, there is one anukampa. If the government employee, if I can say, if government employee death in the within the services, so his nominee or his depending kids, they got the job. So it's called as anukampa. So we can use in the private sector also. We can use also in the business. How can we can just trigger out? We can find out the solution and chat with the bureaucrat who the making policy maker.
Okay.
So we can take the idea from there. And also the most challenging issue right now in the bribe corruption. So first of all, we can check the how can we can avoid the corruption, and which are the bills are the pending. I can say the local bill. So still the
Hmm.
local bill is still pending, but no one asking for about that. So we can check, and how can we can just eliminating the bribe issue also in our country. And one more major challenges I can say, uh, uh, but I'm not sure it's my every member is agree on that, because it will directly impact on the all the member of parliament. Because if I am the PM, so definitely I will uh, try to pass the bill. Whosoever is means has the crime or a victim, or not a crime, but the court has been punished or more than such of the number of cases, so they can't elect, they can't means fill their nomination form.
Okay. So you would make all these rules.
All this, there are lots of the rules.
Nice.
So there are
Hmm.
lots of the rules. I think so this 15 minutes will not sufficient. But
Yeah.
I can say just a measure of as an Indian citizen, this is all my primary also. Not it
Hmm.
is totally responsibility for Indian government or prime minister. As a citizen of India, I have the responsibility for that also. We can pay our taxes, whatever we have on the honesty. Okay. and whatever we are collecting, so we can take the bill also, because sometimes we are not taking the bill because they charges the GST percentage 18 to 20, 18% or 15%. We can just avoid them. If we are avoiding them, so the government don't collect the money. How they collect the money? We can save all 18%, right? This is absolutely right. We are going to save our 18%, but our government is losing the track of I can say 82%, 78%, right? 72%, which are the percentage are available. So as a tax collector, if so, it will very difficult to lots of the people manage they are paying their tax on timely or not, because if every citizen of India is paying the taxes uh, in the good manner, I can say in the very correct manner, so our country will grow very fast, because we have the very lots of the manpower. I can say manpower. Our issue is not a population. We are not going to use this population. If we are going to use this population, so we have the very means I can say the in our hand we have the Parmadus, because all the 130 crores people,
Nuclear.
nuclear,
Yeah.
all the 130 crores people, they have the some skill. Every person should have the unique skill, so they can utilize their skill in the search of later. But we are falling to provide them the good or right platform, or just I said for educated or medical, because they are just they we have very good innovator. So that's why, and we can create the manufacture hub in India also.
Okay. You know, I really liked your ideas because I think you follow politics from. I think you follow politics, right? Yeah, like you all watch news, current affairs, and everything.
No, I'm not follow the politics, but in my when I was young, right now also I young, but at the age of 20 and 18 and 20, so I am very activist, and right now also activist. And whenever I got the time, I will try to help. I will try to giving back to the society which I have taken, because it's our the first priority, which are we have grabbed from the society. Society means I can say as our culture or our our country or our state or our city. So whichever we have take, so definitely we have to give, because
Absolutely.
there are lots of the people, they have the need. If I am talking about you, you are also giving your hard efforts, because you are giving the services, which services you are educating the people whosoever need, so they can just independently speak the well. So you are also doing the great job, and means I can say just service, right?
Yes. Okay, now we'll talk about feedback. Okay. So how do you pronounce the word FIND? FIND.
Find.
Find. But you know, while speaking, you said find. Okay. ISSUE.
Issue.
And you said issue.
Okay.
Okay. So you said government don't. So see, when we talk about third person, see, I don't, you don't, she doesn't.
Okay.
I am first person, second person, third person. For third person, we use government doesn't, not don't. Okay.
Okay.
So it works like that. So you said I am an activist. I am activist. I was an okay. You should have said I was an activist. You said I am an activist. So were you like related to some political parties or like student unions like that?
Not like that, but I worked lots of the NGO also, and right now also in my circle of competencies. Whenever I got the opportunity, I will give my time.
That's nice.